Hello everyone. Today we'll look at a vulnerability called EternalBlue. The problem lies in the incorrect validation of input data for the SMBv1 protocol. The attacker sends a specially crafted packet to port 445, which causes an error in the system's memory. The main danger of this vulnerability is that it's a remote code execution type. It doesn't require the hacker to know any logins or passwords. Access to the system is obtained automatically with system privileges. This is the highest level of access in Windows. Here we have Windows 7. And we have Kali. Now we are going to scan our network. We will do a scan, or rather, no. Net discover. We need to determine the IP address on our network, where exactly the Windows 7 machine is located, at which IP address. Let's go into Windows 7. Let's open the command prompt. We'll type in ipconfig. And we can see that our IPv4 address is 192.168.154.130. And basically, we found it using NetDiscover. That's it. Now, we need to scan this IP address for, well, any information, what processes are running there, what is being used, which ports are open, and so on. We can immediately use the -A flag, which will basically give us all the detailed information. So our scan has finished. Let's make the screen bigger. We have the open ports displayed, the version that's being used, that is which processes are running, and so on. It even identified for us on port 445, which is the one we will be attacking. That is specifically what kind of Windows it is. So it's Windows 7 Ultimate Service Pack 1. There. It has successfully identified the username for us. The username that has been detected is Tess. So as a result, we have the username test in our system. Okay, let's go ahead and try to find it now. Here in the OS, it determines which operating system is installed. Although in principle, this could be understood from the version, which specific processes are running. If in the OS, if specifically here, it doesn't show which operating system it is, or shows it incorrectly. There. So specifically, our user is, here is the user test PC. We can do this a little differently, for example, using the SV flag. And we will only get the specific processes that are running. That is, it's literally ports and versions. There, our scan has finished. Here we only see the ports, that is, the status of the ports and the versions. There. In principle, it could have been done this way, but I only use the -A flag because everything is displayed at once. There, let's go to Metasploit. We need to identify and locate all of the specific exploits for EternalBlue. In order to do this, we type search. Here we have found exploits, found scanners. We are specifically interested only in the scanner right now. We select it, copy it, and then type the word use, for example. With the key combination Ctrl-Shift-V, we paste and then press enter. There. We can see what settings are already there by default. That is, we enter the command show options. Specifically, port 445 will be scanned, which is the one we need. Now we need to enter the IP address that we found by scanning our network. We typeset roasts, we can copy and paste it, and the IP address of that machine on Windows 7. We press run. The scan is now complete, and at this point we can see that, yes, our Windows 7 operating system is vulnerable. This is the message. Now we need to find the exploit. So we can again do a search for EternalBlue. We basically already have it here. Here, this is the one we need. We copy it. We type use. We also need to determine and carefully check what default settings are already set in the system through the Show Options menu. And we need to specify roasts. That is, roasts. We specify the machine we are going to attack. Specifically right now, it's Windows 7. There is another IP address here, but that is our IP address. That is the IP address of Kali Linux. We typeset roasts and the IP address of the Windows 7 operating system specifically. Okay, we press run. Okay, the takeover was successful. We enter the sysinfo command. And we see that the operating system is Windows 7 Service Pack 1. And the computer name is test PC. So if we go to Windows 7 now, we'll see the computer name is test PC. Let's enter the help command. We have a lot of things here. A lot of things might not work here. A lot of things, but most of the commands here will work. Okay. Let's take a screenshot of the screen right now of Windows 7. And we'll immediately get it on Kali Linux. There. We copy it. We paste it. That's it, the screenshot has been saved to this path. Here's our screenshot. Well, that's it. We've gained access to the Windows 7 system. The attack was successful.